I just had to. It didn't hit me that it was even. It was like. You have to deny that phone right now.
This is With an S, a music commentary podcast where we talk about all things Afrobeats, ranging from new music to more serious issues within the music industry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of With an S with your Afrobeats Avengers. Man. It's been a minute, I think. It feels like a bit of a minute already.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Before we get into it, let me introduce myself like I like to do. My name is Deji, and I am joined by my wonderful co-host,
Dami.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like I don't want to use our usual protocol because we always say two particular words. Today we have a massive guest, the Don himself. That's something that he uses a lot. Says that word Don, I picked that out. He's a singer, low-key, even though he doesn't admit to it, a songwriter, a producer, a DJ. Make some noise for Spinall.
I'm gonna call that intro.
Good, cause no while we did.
I'm gonna use it somewhere.
We did. Man, we're so excited to have you
Thank
here.
you,
Man.
Deji. Thank you so much.
We're so excited. And first and foremost, how are you feeling? I think that's number one.
I feel great. I think it's a special time. I just put out my best body of work. I'm outside. I'm back home too. So
okay.
On the chef side, it's been solid.
Okay. Okay.
And it's exciting to be back home. And yes, just living through the city again, and it's lovely.
Awesome.
Nice.
So I'm gonna
nice to meet you as well.
I'm gonna start early on.
Yeah.
So you've always been someone who, I would say, connects easily with people, right? In school, you were a social prefect, and now in the industry, you worked with like a vast number of people. I've always been curious about this. Where did that ability come from? As of just being this person that was able to connect with so many different people. Was it something you observed growing up? And I just really like to hear the journey of becoming this really incredible social animal.
Wow, well, that's a big question. Thank you for the question. I would say that from home, coming from the kind of family I came from, we're five. My dad, a great social man, businessman. My mom, a trader, born from Lagos. It's almost inevitable that you will have parents who are very friendly, industrious, and very passionate in different aspects of their lives, to have kids who are not
fair.
So it's like it runs in the DNA.
So your siblings that way as well?
Yes, all of my siblings. Wait. So it's not like this. But I would say, she's cool, but we're very social. People get along with us well. We're not like hidden guys. We're super. And I also say that in the cost of growing up, in the whole process, we've met some really, really super cool people all along the way, like through the choices that parents made, this kind of schools that we went to.
Yeah.
I went to a boarding house. My brother also went to a boarding house. We're talking about him earlier. Yeah. And, when you live in a community of friends and people like that at a very early age, I think it also helps you.
Fair.
Because they put all of you in the same hostel.
Yeah.
You talk to each other.
Fair.
And it's fun also. There's so much to learn from, just hearing all the people's stories.
Yeah.
And you can always look inwards and, work on yourself from there if you're smart enough to take advantage of it.
Yeah. No, that gives great context, because honestly, it felt like Spinall was everybody's friend.
I
just don't get it. Like how you...
Sometimes it's the collaborations that exposes me.
Fair.
Sometimes I feel like the collaborations is almost like Spinall here, Spinall there, Spinall here. And I love making music too, so it's easy when those two things are able to play.
Yeah, fair enough. Another question I want to get into from the early days. You spoke about how one of the defining moments for you knowing that you wanted to be a DJ was a social prefect in school, booking a DJ and just witnessing everything he was doing with the scratching and all of that, and knowing that this was something you were going to attempt at some point.
Yeah.
A couple years later, you got your first official gig. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say official, but your first gig.
Yeah.
At a church, right? And they paid you 500 naira. My question there is, mostly tied to the fact that like you didn't really have a lot of gospel songs.
Yeah.
So you ended up playing like CC Winans maybe like 20 times, right?
500 times.
So my question then has to do with a bit of like audacity. Why
Yeah.
did you feel like you could do that even though you didn't have that cash? Where did you get the nerve from to do that?
I think, again, experience from the little things that we go through in life. You sometimes need them even when you get to like a bigger stage. Experience in the sense that I was social prophet. In fact, the occasion where I had to hire the DJ to come perform in school was not something that we've seen before as teenagers in school.
Okay.
We've never seen a DJ perform live. All we heard then was we see them up. We're too young.
Yeah.
What now? So, like you're not even at the Lego age to go to parties.
Yeah.
So all we knew of DJs was on radio, or somebody told you somewhere, or you're hearing them perform somewhere, but you can't go there because you're young.
Yeah.
I think that the early stage, you got booked for a DJ gig. You've not decided if you wanted to DJ at the time. But when it happened, I got on stage and I realized that, oh my God, I'm gonna be performing for 1 hour plus. Where's this gospel song is gonna come from? You know, it was funny at first, but then again, I hear the pastors, whenever they come out, they just say, praise the Lord, everybody's excited. I'm like, okay, I guess there's no devil in this church. So whatever I say in the name of God.
Everybody shouts. Easy.
Yeah, so I played the, CC Winer song. The first time, they were like, they were cold. They've never seen a DJ before too. So they're like, is this guy Tupac or is he one of us? But they were, feeling it. And the second time I got the microphone and I was like, if you love Jesus, scream, bro. Then I heard the loudest noise. So I'm like, oh,
I have them.
You've hacked it.
This is it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, again. So I played it again. I played it like almost 20 times. I think Shakus was up there feet for it. It was.
Actually, I was gonna ask, what song was it?
It was Shakus.
Oh my God.
Fair.
That's crazy. That's a banger.
It was just one of those nights. But I would say that whenever we find ourselves in active motion where we are doing what we know how to do best, you are always going to run through challenges. It could be your equipment, it could be microphone, it could be anything could happen.
Yeah.
And your job as an entertainer is to entertain.
Yeah.
At every cost possibly. Some people, when they're performing, probably the DJ decks goes off, but you don't know. Like, all you know is like, okay, music stopped.
Yeah.
But somebody's engaging right away. It's almost like you don't even know there was a break in transmission.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I think another thing that I found really interesting about your career is that you realized earlier on, before most DJs, the importance of branding. From your cap to like the A as a play button in your Spinall logo that first appeared in 2016 on the package cover with Del B and Davido.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then on your album cover for Yanu in 2018. So what drove home the importance of like, I guess, consistent branding back then and all these symbols?
That's a very good question. I think before I started DJing, I'd gone to school. I studied engineering, pressure from home. Dude, I couldn't even tell someone that this is what I'm gonna finally do, But I told myself, like, if I'm gonna do this thing that people don't rate, I'm gonna bring a lot of meaning into it. And when we started then, we were very intentional, down to my name. It's like, what kind of music do I like as a DJ? What kind of music do I listen to on my own? I checked. I love R&B so much. I love hip hop so much. I mean, just looking through what I've invested money in, the CDs that I've bought, I see a lot of R&B, a lot of rap, African music, of course, our music from Nigeria. I love Sashina Peters. I love Fela Kuti. I love Femi Kuti. In fact, I love all the Kutis. It's like all of their sounds is very unique and very, very Fela.
Yeah.
You get? But as a DJ, then you now comes to the choice of the service that you render. So I'm telling myself, I love the songs. So I'm a DJ that basically spins all. So we got the name, we situated that. Then for a DJ to spin, they will have to play. Do you get? So we picked, because on almost every equipment or every CD player, you will see that.
The play button.
Yeah, you see that. So then it was so much I don't know if we see it much now because we're all digital. But when you buy like portable players, like iPods, you see it right there. So that stuck in my head, and I felt like it would be perfect to have my favorite color, red, at that time. And to have the Play logo right there too, and the name Spinall. So it was just a no-brainer. I will also say that whatever we say we want to do, we have to stand behind it.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people that I see in today's world, they are not standing behind the things that they say they do. Do you get? People only want to stand behind their work when it's a hit, when it's successful, when the
finished.
numbers, But I would say that you gotta believe at a very early age in what you're doing, even before you convince someone else about it. So it was important for us to be very clear on branding. It was also important for us to, I think the first thing that came first was the art of DJing itself. For me, I didn't want to just surface through this thing. Like, I wanted to get the same way I did the engineering, where I spent 7 years dealing with fluid mechanics and all these crazy courses. I feel like this is a profession on its own. So I went to a lot of DJ schools, studied under a lot of legendary DJs. And I think that learning from here, there, catching up on this, staying informed, constantly reinventing yourself, there's no brainer to that. That's how you cave out, your own niche. And
But the cap has stayed constant though. Like, How did that come about?
Yeah, how early did that come?
Yeah.
The cap started I would say 2015.
Okay.
Around the time I was making Back Bear. It was like almost 2 weeks before we recorded Back Bear. And again, the cap also was tied to part of the branding ideas that we had at the very young age, which is everybody does this. How do you distinguish which is which? I know people still don't pay attention to anything, but it is important even when you buy brands like toothpaste. Some brands, you just know what they look like by probably the bottle.
Yeah.
Some toothpaste, the bottle is there's a metal tube. Some is plastic.
Yeah.
Some it's color that they are aiming for. So I think it's important for whatever brands that we want to sell or to put out there to be quite distinctively clear. That way, people that are following can get it, even when we get on these festivals, once the logo comes on the screen, and they're still miking me backstage, I'm already hearing people say, I'm like,
I love that.
It's nice,
Fair.
I mean, following up with that, one thing you decided to change, I guess, about your brand was adding the word DJ behind it.
Yeah.
Right? So you decided to go from DJ Spinall to just Spinall.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, was there a specific moment in your career where you decided that actually, I'm more than a DJ, and what was your reasoning, I guess, behind that? Especially because there's some DJs that they still consider themselves artists, DJ Khaled, so what was your reasoning behind that?
Great question again. I think that over time, when you do what you do, you have achieved certain things. You must identify that in your ground scheme of things. You started out here, and you're here, then you're here. When you're here, and that's okay. But when you're here, you have to make some very dangerous moves. And as a business and as a brand, you must be very conscious about who you are as a person. Because most times people are very conscious about who they're trying to perceive the people to be. You and I had a conversation about a song earlier.
Oh,
and you're like, you didn't like it. And I'm like, I don't like it too. And a lot of people cannot comprehend that kind of conversation.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
that
people.
shocked me. I'm never gonna lie.
Yeah, not a lot of people can deep conversations like that. You know, when you make babies, you know the baby that is making you proud and the one that is a problem. You know now. You know, but you cannot deny the one that is giving you problems. Do you understand? You can't deny. It's still your child.
It's still your child.
It's still your child. But at least you can accept the truth that this boy is a bastard. Or this girl is weird. But on a more serious note, all I wanted to do was to be very clear on the things that I do. And I think that the effort and amount of work that I put behind what I do has not really been studied. You know, people can't even distinguish what makes this DJ, and what makes this DJ this. People still think, I think I call it the ignorance of generalization, which is just assuming that all cameramen are the same. You know, people will be like, oh, they want a cameraman, then they'll be like, you didn't take photos. I'm like, dude,
it's a specific thing you have to ask for.
You know, so I want people to get to that level where they really understand like importance of, and I felt like branding on early was very important. My dad also inspired my cap. My dad, a proper Yoruba man, you know, they don't waste their Saturdays. And, you know, you see him in front of the mirror getting ready for an event. You know, he has his agbada on, you know, he's finishing up with a cap. I felt as a young child watching that and seeing how he dresses, the amount of effort involved in making sure this agbada has no stain. It's literally to be studied in Harvard. You have to really, and I pay attention to things that maybe other people just feel like, it's normal. I think there's a lot of sauce in the things that we ignore sometimes. So I paid attention to that, and I told myself, like, look, these caps are fresh, you know, we're gonna redesign it though, and, you know, find prints from different African countries. Some of the caps that I've worn in the past, some of them are from Ghana, some are Ashoke, some are from South Africa. When I was making the song with Mafiki Zolo, and Klankla, the female artist, she was selling fabrics at the time too.
Really?
Yeah, so, and I love the prints. It was a black and white Zulu type, you know, tribal prints. So I got some from her as well, turned them into cabs. So it's like, it's really, really like something that is so passionate to my heart. And I think that every one of us have a unique fashion piece that we don't play with.
Yeah.
True.
Do you understand? When I walked in, I saw your drum, like, this guy. see
Dress impressive.
Do you understand? Like,
I told them before you came back, I made an extra effort because I know that you're a fashion killer. So I was like, let me try.
So it's like, I feel like when we dress up, it's really part of who we are.
Yeah.
When I looked at my parents' photos in the 60s and in the 70s, I'm like, this guy. Do you get it? So I feel like it's important. It also helps our individuality and let people see us for, you know, who we are.
Nice.
Yeah, makes sense. And then I guess going back to your name, when you decided you were going to go with Spinall rather than DJ Spinall, did you see any difference in how you were received in the industry? Like, was there like differences in the way people like perceived you, or it was largely the same when you decided?
I think that you know, this industry also is divided into like probably 20.
Okay.
You know, when people say the industry,
yeah, it's wide.
It's so wild. Like, you see the comedians industry or the what aspect of the industry. But I think to answer your question, when we took out DJ from Spinall, we were producing songs. Like, I was making songs for other people. I was making songs for myself. I was writing on other people's songs. And I felt like the DJ is still the guy. Like, it's still the same person. But do I say producer, Spinall, DJ? So it was just easier as Spinall, you know, which was just like the cool collaborator. Everybody's guy is cool. So it was just almost very simple and direct also. Not to say we're not, in fact, we've done the biggest DJ sets after we took out.
I can imagine, yeah.
So yeah.
Did you notice any difference in yourself, like how you perceived yourself?
I think I created the brand, so
fair enough. I'm just wondering.
I get what you mean, though, but I think I'm very conscious on me
Fair,
first
fair.
before whether the cap or a co-groove or whatever we're
Yeah.
doing. I think that I've never done anything that I was not intentional
Fair.
about or that I'm not passionate about. So
Yeah.
I was quite clear. If there was any resistance that I kind of like felt that period, I would say having to explain over and over again. But I guess also people love what they love.
Yeah.
And it's also the same thing, but it's a name that they are so used to for so long.
I mean, you flogged this down.
Do
DJ
you understand?
Spinall.
Do you understand? So, in fact, I can't even take that out from I don't know if you notice in this album, I hardly say that
Fair.
in the album, but whenever I want to say it, I'm like, if you say Spinall, these people will throw you, but just
I just asked the DJ.
Just leave them alone.
Yeah. Allow them have it.
Yes, on the music, it was sonically right too.
Fair.
Do you understand?
Fair.
I wasn't trying to be a genius guru with music.
Yeah.
I just let things stay music. But on the
Fair.
branding side, we're all comfortable and happy with Spinall.
Fair. Fair. Now to pivot a little now into like latter parts of more into the future.
Yeah.
You did Industry Night, right? That was a thing that you were very popular for back in the
I
day.
love industry night.
Every Wednesday for 5 years.
Yes.
And it became a launch pad for so many young artists, right? Are there any moments that stick out from that period where you felt like you were witnessing the beginning of a star career? Because I mean, a lot of these young guys were coming through. Were there any people that stood out like, yeah, this nigga?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Definitely. Industry night, in my mind, I still think it happens. I'm just not around. But, okay, so when I started DJing, I always loved the opportunity to experiment. I create so many sets in my head. I have, if one man from Japan calls me to come perform, I have a set mentally so industry now gave me the opportunity to experiment with this set that I've created.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday you were not gonna hear the same thing that you
Fair.
heard last week Wednesday.
Fair.
People that know me so well, they know I don't play the same sets.
Yeah, you don't even pre-program apparently.
I will put you on game. The thing you didn't know you want to dance to, you will dance to it.
Yeah.
And I think that is the best, probably one of the best God's blessings that is kind of like equipped me with my talent. When we started doing Industry Night, I was actually begging to be part of it. I had just lost a job at a radio station. In fact, it was never a job. They never hired me. I was going there out of passion to let me just be part of you guys. And they eventually still kicked me out finally. So I was almost lost in between. This DJ work service is actually rubbish. You know what? Let me just go and face my
engineering.
Let me just go face my book. So I was at that crossroad, and Industry Night opportunity came. So I went there the first Wednesday. Shout out to Matthew, Ohio. And it was like, this guy has been disturbing that he wants to play. Okay, play, let's hear it, And Matthew always keeps a straight face, even when you're doing the best, he would never So I was there, I started the night playing some, nice little beats. So I started the night playing like proper hip hop, and he loves hip hop. Him, show them come, they were like birds of the same feather.
Fair.
But when the night was done, it was like, great performance. Those OGs.
Yeah.
You're available next week. I'm like, yes, I'm available next week. So I came next week, played, the crowd went crazy. He came to me, do you want to drink? Then he's feeling it. Then so he came by the DJ booth, hey, do you want a drink? I'm like, yeah. And when I was done, it was like, are you available next week Wednesday? So that next week Wednesday just kept
going on. Yeah.
And then I started meeting artists started coming forward like, yo, I really, really enjoyed your set. It's the first time I've gone to a party and I've not heard the same thing all night. Like I was playing songs people didn't even know existed. And I met Wandeko's manager, Nana Abe. from there and was like, yo, you're really fire at what you do. And One Day Call is looking for a DJ. So then I started DJing for One Day Call. So I think industry now, there's platforms that the game still needs.
Yeah.
Like, I've not seen anything like it. I've seen copy and paste, but I've not really seen
That
something.
impact.
Something
But I
similar.
have to go back to the original question though.
Yeah, which is
Did you ever witness, were there any sets or like young artists? Because I was a platform for young
Yeah.
artists for the most
Yeah.
part. Did you ever see anybody come to us like, "Ah, this guy's going to be a star"?
yeah. Niniola.
Oh,
Fair.
Yeah, Niniola for sure. There were a lot of people. Who else? Burna Boy.
Oh.
Yes, Burna. In fact, myself, Burna, and Industry Night. It was after one of his performances. We did a nationwide tour
Really?
for real. Burna. Who else? Tiwa Savage too was
Okay.
our regular customer.
Yeah.
Tiwa just, I think around that time too, maybe she just moved back. Kelly Love was doing
Yeah.
incredible. Who else? Of course, Show Them Camp.
Yeah.
Show Them Camp, Hillbillies, MI was already a star.
Yeah, he was born. I think he was born by that
already a
time.
star.
Yeah, it was
MI was already a
2008
star.
MI.
It was at radio that I met MI. Who else? A lot of people, you know. I will have to think.
No, I was just curious.
I will have to think to find exact names. But I remember Burna Boy so well.
Yeah.
And Niniola.
Is that where the relationship started with him?
With Burna, Burna's relationship started, I would say, when I heard a song called I Beg, I Beg.
Banga.
Yeah, I heard it on SoundCloud.
Okay.
So I had
The version with Two-Face or the original?
the original.
Okay.
Burna Boy, no fear ever meet Two-Face that time. When it started, before, like, Burna was on some different alternative type records. So I heard the song, downloaded it, started playing it at Industry Night. Yes. So Matthew was like, who's this? You don't play people's songs more than once. So who is this? I'm like, oh, it's a guy called Burna Boy. I say, yeah, so cool. So then I think we wanted to now have him on the night as one of the performing arts.
So you broke that record essentially.
So basically, I love the record. Started playing it every night, and magic happens from there. Sometimes I don't know how to take credit for things that I've done.
Yeah.
So pardon me if I'm.
No, it's calm. It's calm. It's calm.
You have people to remind you that.
Yeah, like
You know, you had
it's
to handle
almost like I think like it's meant to happen to, you know. Like, what are the chances that I hear a song and I'm playing it back to back and the whole world is going crazy? So it's like it's an humbling experience for me too.
Yeah.
But shout out to Burna, great guy, great dude.
Yeah.
He stood by his heart, and I'm so proud of him right now.
Awesome. Another question that I had was in relation to One Day Cole, who you brought up, right? So I feel like there's a lot to ask in the One Day Cole regard, but I think
There's
what I
a
want
lot.
to press, there's so
There's
much.
a lot I have to say too.
Okay, I mean, we might
We're ready, we're
let's get
ready.
to
Yeah.
it. But one thing that I want to talk about was like a moment where he was leaving Maven, right?
Yeah.
And you had been signed to Maven at the time as a DJ.
Yeah.
But ultimately you had to leave because your loyalties were with One Day.
Yeah.
Was that a hard decision to make?
Very hard.
Talk to me.
Very hard decision. Also, as kids or as people trying to navigate the music space, sometimes you don't even know how to hack. It's like you're taking decisions on super important things and you're just living by it. So at the time, I kind of like honored who approached me first. When I was at Industry Night, Nana had approached me and he wanted me to be One Day's DJ. Then one day we started working together officially. We would tour Nigeria. He would take me out of Nigeria. Like, I was his dog.
Yeah.
So it was, I think, a year or 2 years after that whole process with One Day that he got signed to Maven Records.
Yeah.
So when they getting signed to Maven Records, and shout out to Don Jazzy, our genuine leader. As soon as I got signed to Maven Records, Don Jazzy called me and it was like, I know say you be One Day guy, but you have to be showing love to every other person. I'm like, okay. I'm learning on the job, but I hope I don't, let you down. And Don Jazzy started coming to Industry Night. He would come with everybody. In fact, some days the artists don't come, Jazzy will pull up.
Wow.
He will pull up, he will ask me, hey, what song did you just play?
Wow.
Okay.
Locked in.
Wait, like, Jazzy was very intentional about supporting the music from way early. He would call me like, "You play one song around 3 a.m.
What song is this?
Do you understand? So I was experiencing a good relationship with Don Jazzy, and at the same time, One Days was about to leave Maven's record to start Black Diamond.
Yeah.
I just had to decide what was right. The guy that brought me on early deserves my support and attention. So yeah, that happened. At the time also, I was already getting bookings. I was getting so much tours outside of Nigeria. It was almost like everybody wanted to see me as an artist, not as somebody's DJ.
Yeah.
It was like we're getting so much. So it was just like, okay, we'll now check the calendars. Okay, what day is One Day's? What days are One Day's shows? What days are my shows? What days are Maven Records artist shows? Bro, it was sleepless nights. But I think those early stages also taught me about how to prepare for tours and mental capacity and making sure that you are on game with the things you agree to.
Yeah.
Like today, I don't try to take all the shows because I can't be mentally here. If you want to enjoy a set, though, not Spotify playlist. If you want to enjoy a set, we're very intentional about the shows that we do, and just putting our heart and putting myself behind the work that I do.
Yeah.
Not just for profit making or screaming most booked. Most booked don't even mean that.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
So
yeah,
that was fun. And
well, quick one. So after you left, I know One Day took a bit to get his structure together.
Yeah.
What was that like? Because it's like you're leaving something that feels a bit more put together and going into something that's like a gamble.
Startup,
startup.
I think One Day has always had a plan. One Day, I think people didn't get a chance to really, again, I would say that these kind of programs are really great where we get to really, really talk and it's like proper questions. People don't get asked this sort of questions.
No, shout out to
you guys. Yeah, for real, shout out to you guys. Also, when people interview artists sometimes, it's like they're getting to something that they want.
Yeah.
They're not really getting to the core questions. One Day has always had a structure. His company was registered, like he had lawyers, he had a proper structure. Where did it go wrong? I can't really say. And I don't think I probably have enough data to prove this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him to come on the show.
He should. I would love that.
I'm going to tell him to come on the show. And I think that while structure that people expected from him and whatever people expected was not what they got, the music never failed.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you understand? And I think sometimes we should always shift our focus right back to the music. I see people who are like on top 10 and the music, we know, like, you're not capping, we all got experiences here. Like, so at the back of my mind, I'm like, I hear that people are saying they want this from One Day, they expect that. I feel like we're also missing something great that the records that is churning out.
Yeah.
But also, Nigeria is a very tough place to do business. I don't know if anybody came on the show to say that.
For sure.
It's really, really hard to do business here. And for entrepreneurs who are trying things out for the first time, like, please, never feel off like we know these things and we're still moving despite the odds, still trying to be better, still trying to not let the hustle or whatever knock you off the path. But at the same time, it's really how we look at it. Like when I look at One Day's discography, and when I look at what it did when it was with Moit, when I look at what he has done when it was with Maven, when I look at what he's done alone, and now that he's signed artists, it's almost like, man,
untouchable.
Like, it's okay. I don't know the one day that you want to kill the boy. Like,
no, he's always a legend. He's forever a legend.
I feel like these expectations is what's causing the disappointment.
No, I feel boys, and I agree 1000%. But it's also just because we'd never seen anything like that before. And also, it was a thing where when One Day Cole was at full capacity, as far I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like back to back hits, yeah.
Because like now, and this is not a knock on one day.
Yeah.
I won't say he's like relaxed, but like it's a thing where he's gone to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
So you give one day beats, and he's just going to pull from that thing that he does, where it's like a freestyle. He's going to arrive at it.
Yeah.
But back in the day, bro, you could tell this man was like a laboratory with the music.
I think also, if I could say this, I would say that most legends that I know, they don't like to repeat things.
Okay.
When they do something and it works, it's like that's so 99. I'm now here. And I think the problem now comes from the new things that they are doing, how deep they've gone into it that we can't comprehend. But nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I love rap music, when I hear a lot of new rappers, I'm wondering why are people not going crazy? Like, why are people not talking about how dope this is? It's almost like the people that really, really care about the art that we're making now, they're so quiet. Like people like yourselves, it's like I'm hearing you guys for the first time and I'm seeing the passion behind the things that you do. Like if you really look around you in this environment, I think over time, a lot of really, really not so deep things have taken over the new space.
Yeah.
It's like when I go online, I'm seeing conversations that young people are having. And it's really about something not so...
like trivial, like things that don't really matter.
Sure,
I get it that we need these things too, but we're missing out. Like it's been hard to also figure out who is the current artist. Like before, it was so clear. We had a year where it was nice. There was no question.
Yeah.
It was Hemi. There was no question. It was so clear. But almost seems like we're losing a shift where we were so sure of where we are, what new audience and sound we're gonna get from this artist.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the new guys are doing so great. They're doing so well. But it's almost, maybe I can say media representation is failing them, where I know you, but I don't really know you.
You're right.
I know this song, but
you're right.
I can't really. So I think at the time them one they were doing it also, maybe the media thing was quite probably more structured. But now it's almost like a fast pace. Very fast. As is one stroll. They don't even read the caption.
We don't. It's true.
It's one stroll.
It's
so
fair
it gets tough.
That's
It
fair.
gets tough.
Fair enough. I mean, going on to speaking to another person that you worked with, Burna Boy.
Yeah.
Your first single ever was with him, which was quite crazy. You've mentioned that you and him clicked right away.
Yeah.
And the chemistry helped bring Bagbe to life. Sorry, my Yoruba is terrible.
Okay.
I'd love to hear about how like that came about, from both sides, and what was it about your personalities that clicked as people and your styles as well that clicked as like a collaboration?
I think from early on, I love people who are quite straightforward.
Okay.
I love people who respect time, you know. And I think the reason why that will always be a thing, I also remember I went to a boarding house. You had a time to wake up. You had a time to go to the class, siesta. So I was very clear on that timing P.
Yeah.
Burna, when he wanted to make a song, he would pick out his phone and Spinall. Now, let's go in. Like, sometimes I tell him when we're making serious, I'm like, today, let's just hang.
Yeah.
Eat pepper soup. Like, let's just hang. After we finished the pepper soup, we ended up in the studio.
Fair.
So I would say that I love artists like that. People who are passionate about their work.
Yeah.
Like at the time it was, he just came out. It really, really wanted to put his stuff out there. And it was, it was giving me the energy as well. And that is really helpful. When we're making the song in the studio, I think we were asking each other, like, what kind of song are we going to make? What kind of song? I said, I want a hip-hop song. And he said, okay, let's try this one. Then I'm like, you know what? Let's do this session again. The following week was when we came back. I had gone and do some research.
Okay.
And I came back with Spells. And
Shout out to Spells.
Shout out to Spells. And we made this instrumental loop. And as soon as we played it, it just came out from.
Fair.
When I came out, we were in the studio. It came out from nowhere. It's like,
Record it.
record me now, and instantly it was almost like, yeah.
I also think you should add the story about Intentionality connects back.
Yeah.
Because the song says DJ Spinall Saina Labajamas
Ooh.
because Spinall brought me into this industry. He played my music every
See the context.
Yeah, that was how we got the lyrics.
DJ
Yeah.
Spinall signed me. Like,
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's where the lyrics came from.
I'm not going to slant. I have to confess. When I was doing research for this, I read a bit where you talked about putting burner on. And
You
my
thought it
face
was-
went, really? You put burner on? So this is insane to me.
I think that over the years, I never got a chance to, what they call subtle brag.
Yeah.
It was a taboo
Fair.
growing up. It's like you're saying you are the guy.
Yeah.
So you're alright. Okay now. So sometimes even living through that, and today, and I've worked with Jay-Z, I've worked with Beyonce. I've done what people call successful stuff. I was telling my sister, hey, Jay-Z booked the my sister, my own blood sister, killed my morale. Do you understand? I'm like, hey, I'm serious. So Jay-Z introduced me to Beyonce. Beyonce was holding my hand and said,
Yeah.
please stop lying. Do you understand? So if my own sister don't believe the things I don't do,
Then other people.
I just couldn't even talk to him about
Fair.
it with someone else. So shout out to Tolu because he was there all through.
That's crazy.
all of those
Thanks for that soundbite.
Yeah, Tolu was in all of those sessions, so he gets his own experiences, and
Yeah.
it's nice that he was trying to remind me about some of these moments. But also, I would say that I was not in the music industry. I had just done engineering. What do you mean? No, do you understand? I just finished
7 years, bro.
like plus strike. I
So
just
that's
finished.
like 8 or 9.
Do you understand? I just finished engineering, and I'm almost concerned about a lot of things. Like most of the engineering firms we were hoping to work at, they were leaving the country at the time.
Shit, man.
They were closing up, they were downsizing, all kinds of crazy things was happening in like manufacturing companies and all the places that feeds engineers.
Yeah.
So it was almost like, dude, let's say you go turn teacher or you could just, Then my lawyer at the time, shout out to Cinco, rest in peace. He was the first person who said, dude, you're already DJing in uni and everybody loved your parties. And you cannot continue outside. I'm like, Tosin, why will you talk like this? You work at Globacom. You're telling me to come out.
You know, be suspecting your friend. Like, this
I'm
one is good thing to do.
Why you doing this?
You don't show love.
But look, I went home and I was, I was hearing my response to him and I was hearing what he was telling me, and I really love it too. Like, it wasn't like I love it because somebody loves it.
Yeah.
I love playing music. I grew up with parents that loved music. In fact, at the time when my parents were so in love, they were all, it was gentle, easy loving around the turntable. Daddy would want to play Bob Marley, mommy might want to play Salawa Benny. So it's almost like, Joe, take your thing out, I want to play this. When they started fighting too, the turntable felt it. So I grew up around parents like that. They were all going out to buy their own collection of music.
Yeah.
My mom would buy our own van records. My dad would go, they were coming back home every day, but they had one CD or something that they bought in music. And so growing up in that, it was inevitable that one way or the other. Then I had a crazy elder brother who thinks he's Tupac's younger brother. So all of those factors helped me a lot. It helped shape and also kind of like reorient my ears to hear things differently. Then I also started finding out a lot of things about myself that I didn't even know. Like, I started finding out that collaborating with other people takes patience.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of resilience. Takes a lot of you being humble. Takes a lot of you willing to give your spot to shine to somebody else completely. And it was then that we knew that we're doing something great. I feel like if you're gonna do something great, it's gonna take a lot of sacrifice out of you. You're gonna have to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of people call themselves this and that. You've not really given.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to give. When
you have to pay your dues.
You will pay it
Yeah.
in full. Then you get the results. So yeah.
Fair.
Shout out to Bona, shout out to One Day and all the early guys, man.
Awesome.
Is that where you would say like your confidence comes from? Because it's very obvious, like as a person, you've always been very sure that you're that you're the best at what you do. You were saying you were going to go international before it happened. So like, where did that level of confidence come from? How have you been so sure of yourself, like at every step in your career?
For confidence, I think it's God's given.
Yeah.
I don't even see it. Because I'm seeing all these small boys shout up and down. So I don't know if I'm that confident, but I would say the confidence is just also realizing the amount of work you put.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think when you think about the work that you put behind your product, the confidence is an assurance that you've done your homework type. You know, like when you want to go inside exam hall and you know read, you know if you get confidence. You understand? You're already calculating who's going to be sitting. You know, but I would say that when you are equipped with the things that you want to do, when you put in the work, you've literally done 1 gig. I did probably 27 rehearsal nights.
Whoa.
Yeah, just for 1 hour performance.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it would have shown. And someone just come and say, "Oh, wow."
I would walk into the room, ready to. I mean, in humanly possible humility, but with you got to stand behind your work.
Yeah, for sure. You're prepared.
There's no other way. Like getting booked by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Think about that. Like, what are you gonna play? How are you gonna entertain a room with Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, Kelvin, Jimmy Iovine, Liberty Ross?
What event was this?
This was the Gold Party.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this was the Gold Party, and it's an annual thing. It's like biggest rooms.
Yeah.
You know, and these are all entertainers.
Yeah.
And guess what? DJing even started in America, low key.
Yeah. Yeah, with hip hop. That's what broke hip hop.
A hip hop rapper, you could know think of how many great DJs
He's heard.
Probably,
Yeah. No, I have to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. When that email or whatever it was came, please hit me with the emotions, because to see that Jay-Z, did you think it was fake?
No, you think that would be fake is a scam?
I think,
or someone trying to prank
I think it was the Lion King one. The when we were reached out to as producers to come work on Lion King in LA with when they were working on Brown Skin Girl, that album.
Fair. Yeah.
And Tolo had walked to the room and be like, "What's up, bro?" I'm like, "What's up?" When he walks into the room smiling like that, it's usually like. So he said, "Oh, we got this email from Parkwood," and I'm like, "No, these Yahoo boys, they have gone very smart.
Oh, I'm sure.
Be careful, they are not the ones." So him too went back to check the email again,
and it was
confirm that it's really for real. Also, at a certain time of your life, your dreams will come true. And you cannot fumble. Because so many people are like, "My dream is not coming true." It has passed. It came. You did not.
You didn't honor it.
Yes, but also it can come again. Do you get? Because sometimes when you fumble things unintentionally, so it could be a blessing in disguise. It could be that you are actually not ready, and if you are taking this opportunity, you're gonna blow it, and everybody's gonna hate you. So. I don't want people to now misquote what I've just said. Like, I want you to know, like, sometimes when you miss it unintentionally, you're supposed to learn. Yeah. Because when we fail, we actually learn.
Yeah. That's the rerouting sometimes.
Facts.
Yeah.
So that happened, and you have to also be mentally prepared for these opportunities that we're praying for. Like, I told you earlier, I've been creating sets in my head for different places and different rooms. When the opportunity came with the Jay-Z one, we got to LA, we got to the venue. My managers, they they do this thing where they want to make sure the artist is well positioned. Or you're going to be at the green room, you can drink this, you can, I looked at Tolu, I looked at Sunday, I looked at all of them like, Jay-Z invited me to come and perform. Yeah, asking me to stay in the room. like, can you guys hear yourself? Stay in the room, why? To do what? He said the event has not started. I said, do you know how many events I've been to that you just started and I started? So they were like, okay, they were gonna go find out. So Tolu was walking ahead of me, but he didn't know I was behind him.
Oh.
And as soon as he walked into the hall where the venue was where the venue is to hold, Jay was standing by the DJ booth.
Crazy.
With a glass of champagne in his hands.
Crazy.
And as soon as I walked in, he looked at his time and he looked at me and said, Spinall, thank you for honoring our invitation. I looked at Tolu and Tony. It was so funny. It was so funny. It was so funny.
Thank you for honoring.
Do you understand? It was so. And
it's the rock.
I think
levels to this people.
I think that moment right there for me is also knowing that like you're gonna walk out of such room with more confidence.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Knowing that the years of hard work and the years that you're working on this and working on that, somebody's hearing you somewhere that you don't even know. A friend of mine also, like, she makes clothes. And I was in New York. I saw a lady wearing. I had a conversation with her, Jumoke, hi, shut up. I've had a conversation with her a day before, like, don't worry, don't get sad. See, business will be fine.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it, And the next day, I saw somebody wearing
Crazy.
A Chinese woman, actually.
Wow.
I sent her that photo. She posted it for 1 month. Because it's like, you don't know. What are the odds, bro?
Yeah.
What are the odds? Like, your program might be somebody else's thing that is keeping them going. But then you're checking your back end and it's not hard enough.
Yeah.
So I would say that day right there just taught me a few things, which is you gotta be prepared for these things. You feel like you're not the guy yet, but you have to be prepared. And by being prepared, I mean go walk mode, not Twitter rant mode. Go walk mode. If you don't know how to do something, ask the people that know how to do it. One thing I've noticed here is everybody acts like they know. But then we can also see it has come with no growth, then something is definitely wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm also encouraging more rooms like this. Also encouraging that more people that know should speak up and probably shed light. But most people that know that I know, they want you to ask.
Yeah. It's valuable.
They're like, you want me to help you, but you are not asking.
Yeah.
I think it's because like a lot of people gatekeep like information though, because they don't want other people behind them to get ahead. I don't know if you experienced that.
I feel like I can use my story as an example.
Okay.
I was done with uni.
Yeah.
I knew, okay, I have passion for this. I was already DJing in school. All my friends were already hailing me. But then again, that's the surface level. The deeper level is for you to go to a DJ school. Why do people get PhD? Like, people that have BSc are probably earning more than some people that have PhD. But you see, the things that you learn in PhD are the things that you will need when you're successful and you're now Elon Musk.
Yeah.
That PhD that you did not take, you will need it then. Because you have to scale.
Yeah.
So you have to prepare yourself early. Like, don't assume that because somebody's booking you or you already know this thing. You gotta go deep. Like, when I look at a lot of artists' work and I look at people that make like prints, like these prints, people that make prints like this, if you look at the work on the outside, they just put it together. No. It's super intentional.
Yeah.
There's a color code that he has to come out with. There's a color combination texture that he has to feel, and it cannot be too hard. It's so detailed.
It's a science.
So I think that's what I would encourage people to do.
Fair.
Jay-Z came on stage, we were dancing. I was looking at myself, I'm like, hey, this guy. Then he said, have you met Beyonce?
Oh my gosh.
He said, have you met Beyonce? I'm like,
only in my dreams, sir.
No, I had met Beyonce.
Oh, had you?
But Beyonce's husband is asking you, have you met my wife?
No.
You say yes. I had met that when we were working on the Lion King.
Oh, so this came after the fair.
This came after. But Jay-Z then asked, have you met B? I've not met your wife. So we met her, and she was so soft, so eloquent,
Wow.
and said a lot of inspiring words, you know. And I think that moments like that definitely makes you feel like you're doing something great,
Yeah.
and you're ahead better than you think you're aware of.
Yeah.
You know, so
Just quickly going into something else that's similar to that. You don't have to
Yeah.
spend too much time on this.
of course.
Same thing for the Bruno Mars thing. So kind of going like off the Jay-Z thing, I want to talk about Bruno Mars. Opening for him in Australia. I'm not going to lie, I didn't hear about the Jay-Z one until much after when I was doing
Maybe I
research.
just might.
But the Bruno one tensioned my entire life and spirit because I'm like, what is going
Bro.
on?
Yo.
Take me through that, please.
Bruno Mars, I think that was one gig that I took, and it was sleepless nights from the day I said yes
Wow.
till after the event. And this is because I'm a big Bruno Mars fan. Bruno, as an artist, had made records that are perfect for all occasions.
Yeah.
He had made songs. A lot of artists do not know how to make a party starter song. You hear, this is the escort. Bro,
He knows what
it
he's
was
doing. Yeah.
Instant
Yeah.
party
Yeah.
starter.
Yeah.
So looking at his work, I've seen some of his, the festivals, the sold out stadiums. I'm like, to open for Bruno Mars. So we landed Australia. I landed around 7 in the morning. Tolu was on a different flight. Everybody was on a different flight. I was coming from London. I think he was coming from Lagos. The other guy was coming from New York. We landed at different times. And as soon as the bus was driving me through a roundabout, I saw a billboard. I saw one of the biggest billboards ever since I landed that has his name and my name on it.
Ooh.
It was then that I'm like, driver, park. Let me, bro, I just got off a 19 hours flight. So I'm like, park. And all through that flight too, all I was working on was my sets. What am I going to play? Delete, start again, delete. Like moving files from here, I was going crazy.
Very short set.
Yes, and it's like I have to play for 45 minutes to an audience that is Asian, 1% black,
Crazy.
Hispanics. Like Bruno's demographic is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like one color fix all.
Yeah.
It's insane. So having to consider all of those people had a 90,000 capacity, and there's no other opener. Just
you.
whoa.
Oh. Wow.
Whoa! There was no other big dog coming to save you, or you're gonna open and somebody's gonna come and do better than Bruno. No,
You were responsible
Bruno,
for setting the energy.
you get on stage 7:15
7:15 to 7:45.
to 7:45. Bruno
Comes on 5 minutes after.
Bruno comes on right after the set has been changed. So I didn't have time. I just trusted my guts, and all of the experiences that I've gathered over the years came into full effect.
Yeah.
But you made a soccer remix on the plane.
Yes, I made a soccer remix on the plane. It was one of the closing songs that I played. But before then, I got on stage, and it's like you're in a stadium. I've played stadiums, don't get me wrong, but you're in a different stadium in Australia. You know, they say you see the biggest snakes in Australia. You see the biggest of life. But the audience were just waiting like, okay. I'm as curious as the audience were, because why did Bruno bring
you.
this guy?
Yeah.
So the audience were waiting. Oh yeah, tell us why they brought
Yeah, I know.
you. The first song I think I played on one of those nights was Lady Gaga.
What Lady Gaga song?
It said, Bad Romance. La, 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 la. I was in a stadium. I wanted echo.
Fair.
I'm playing sport now. Like I'm in a different room. I'm not here to play safe and give you no. as soon as I dropped that, I saw one babe on the corner like, I'm like, okay, 1-1. Okay. You know, and the energy went on. It now got to a stage I was comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like when the plane takes off, you know, it goes through the clouds. Then when it gets to like 3,000 feet,
Yeah.
and you know that
You're gliding.
pilot is already doing whatever he likes. So when I got comfortable, then I was playing, then I looked up and I saw the lights where all the phone lights were going crazy.
Wow.
Then when I was done, went backstage and met Bruno. Just like, the first thing he said was, I told him to get you off that stage, you were still in my class. This crazy guy, you know. That was, you know, a special moment. And yeah.
Damn.
It's those are one for the books that, you know, I'm eternally grateful for. And also, he had an amazing team, you know. The whole experience, even on the team side, you know, when you do a lot of tours, then you see the teams for what they are.
Yeah.
Awesome team.
Awesome.
Shout out to Bruno. Shout out the team. Shout out everyone.
Awesome.
So back in the day, DJs and radio were the biggest tastemakers. They're the ones that shaped what people are listening to and what became popular. However, today with like the rise of, you know, I guess DSPs, TikTok, and social media influencing trends, how do you see the role of DJs as tastemakers today?
I think DJs are never gonna stop being tastemakers.
Yeah.
It's like the routes might have changed, and people can also hear music from different avenues. But you know, people still need DJs at functions. People celebrate a lot, their birthdays, their weddings.
Yep, true.
So they're still playing music. So if you're catching up with the vibe, you're definitely aware that what DJs do at tastemakers is never gonna be old-fashioned or, you know. I think that DJing as a profession itself has more room for longevity than a lot of other professions like artists, you know. Look at David Guetta. He's been DJing all his life. Look at Black Coffee, DJing all his life. Look, do you understand? Look at Quest. Look at all DJ Premier.
Yeah,
bro.
forever.
I'm trying to think of like female DJs that have had that kind of career span.
There are a lot, actually. There's a lady from Germany. I can send you a list. There are a lot, actually.
She DJs, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Oh,
my colleague.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
How long for now?
2.5 years. Yeah.
How's it been?
It's been great, yeah.
Just go ahead, big booking. I'm not going to expose it, but I'm just, she got some you know, something
money.
big. Yeah.
We're going to after party.
So let's move on to the album.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the album. Prior to arriving on the record by Ayinde Bakare and Eko Akete, I think is what it's called, which is like a song about Lagos that your parents used to play around the house. You said you had a mental block that was kind of distorting your vision for the album.
Yeah.
What specifically was the issue, and how did the song help to refocus that vision?
Okay, so the issue was, you know, putting together an album. I've done it in the past. I get the whole how to navigate myself, but I wanted to be sonically right, and I wanted to be as modern day and futuristic as possible. So combining all of those elements can be very tough on the mind. Also considering the fact that you will need certain artists to be around so you could get certain things done was also hard because I was touring, they were also touring. I was here, they were there. It was mentally tough. But then again, I had to still make the album, and we have to create sounds that works with this direction. So I ran into some. What's the next level for a mental block? Roadblock. Because I was thinking I'm gonna do gray, white, this. It was so clear, but then again, white along the way became black. So the rest of the data you are receiving is telling you just go with it. So I didn't want to go with it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll leave all the songs alone. I had a clear song. The first single was the song with Wizkid, Loju, beautiful song. We made it after we had a very, very deep conversation about something totally different about life. And that song was born out of that. So that song is so passionate to me. So I have that in there. Then I have this song that I made with Omale and Tyler that was so big that asked me going all around the world to defend. Yes. So after making those two songs, then I wanted to feature alternative artists. I wanted, we have the big dogs. So my usual element in all of my albums is you will probably discover somebody new.
Yeah.
Someone you've never heard of before. So on this album, it was also very hard finding that song. Either sometimes I find them, but the shoes I'm trying to get them into is oversized. And I don't want an artist like O'Malley to ride off the other artist to the point where, so I'm always trying to create a balance where, okay, if the big artist is rapping, I need a new artist to sing. That's how we had Bunda.
That's very intentional, yeah.
That's how we had the song with Olamide Bunda.
Yeah.
Then when we had one call, it was like, I have O'Malley singing, cool, young dude, and the young babe that also gets this wave, and their pen is also crazy.
Okay.
Tyler came to mind easily, and we knocked that out. When we had the song on there too with J.O. and Destin Conrad.
I love that song.
Do you understand?
I love that song, yeah.
It's always about J.O., Ninja Yoruba boy, Destin Conrad, US, UK dude, but R&B dude, okay, Afro. Do you get? I was always trying to be very intentional like that on the sound.
Yeah.
It was difficult, so I was just like, you know what? Let's leave it alone. But I had the name of the album first.
Which, by the way, is an interesting thing because back in the day, you always used to say albums were the last, then the album name was the last thing.
Names were the last. For some reason, I had the name first, but I didn't recognize it. Because sometimes you're putting pieces together and the part that needs to go here, you're seeing it, but how?
Yeah.
And this is how it came to me. We started throwing party series called a co-group because I was done with what I was doing with Party of Your Dreams, which was the party everybody knew for December.
Yeah.
But I wanted something new, and I felt like I needed to tap back into curated parties, which is parties for purpose, not just
anyhow.
like parties for purpose. So we built a co-group, and we had a great show at Gerando, and from there we started getting bookings from LA, London. Everybody wanted us. They wanted us to go to Brazil. I'm like, guys, relax. We are still building. But then again, I was making an album in that process as well. So somebody asked me, I don't know which person around me asked me that question, and they said, why did you call this party Echo Groove? That is such an iconic name. And I'm like, why did I call it Echo Groove? I'm like, in Lagos, party is different. I've DJed everywhere. I've DJed abroad, DJed wherever. But the party that I experience in Lagos, the ones I get booked for, they're different.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm getting booked to come perform in Ekpe. I get to Ekpe and I'm asking myself, am I in New York? Because the people that have booked me are very intentional and it does not look like I'm in Ekpe. So I'm like, what did I just experience in Ekpe? And like there are those parties, apparently a lot of people don't attend those parties. So they've not really gotten this experience. For instance, when Live Sports started doing events, everybody knew this was just different from what they're used to. So Echo Groove was that element that I was trying to do. Then we started making the album and I was tired. I had roadblock, went to Abeokuta. On my way back, the driver was playing, I think it was a radio station that was playing, and I was hearing, we started the Echo Groove party then.
Okay.
And I was hearing, Echo Dara, Echo Dun, Echo Dara, Echo Dun, Echo Dara Kakole, Echo Dara Kabimo. Like, I was hearing this and I'm like, who is this?
Oh.
Who is this man? Shazam no work for that express road. So I could not find, but I recorded it. So when I got back to town, I started playing. I didn't get no feedback from Shazam. Then I played the song for my manager, Mr. Sunday Are. And I said, where did you hear this? You yourself, you're here. He said the man is Ayinde Bakare. And he was famous in 1935.
Yeah.
1935. I had never gotten any information about the year in music for Afro in 1935. So
Yeah.
it was new to me completely. I mean, I know King Sunny Ade, but it was not 1935.
Yeah.
1935 definitely was the slave trade era. So it was different. So he reached out to his son, Yinka Bakare, who was also actually another legend entirely. And we were able to clear the song. And the reason why I cleared the song was because I had a party called Echo Groove. The reason for the party is because I wanted people to know what Lagos groove is like.
Yeah.
And the man was saying, Ekodara, Ekodun, Ekodara Kakole, Ekodara Kabimo, Ekodara Kakojade. Ekojade in Yoruba means celebration. I know you Gen Z people don't know.
Yeah, my Yoruba is not the greatest. I'm not gonna lie.
I went that intentional to find, because Yoruba is also very deep.
Yeah.
People think Yoruba is Bawoni. No. That's like one.
It's layered.
Do you understand? So Uncle Sunday understood what I wanted right away and were able to clear the sample. Then when we're done clearing the sample, I started the idea of, you know what? Why don't you put this sample as an interlude somewhere? Because it would have been perfect for that too. But then again, I was so obsessed with Want You.
Yeah.
The song with Destin Coran and
Yeah.
I was personally that's the first obsession in a mad way that I've had with that
That
song.
song is insane. I won't lie.
It's
Now,
so good.
after that whole experience of that song, and I took a layer of that production, added it to the sample, and created the first song and the second song.
Yeah, we noticed that the
That transition.
transitioned really seamlessly between
Very
the two.
fire.
I did try to
Yeah.
remind people, say I be spinning.
No,
You know,
remember.
it was one for the books, and I think then right there I knew that this album would be called Echo Groove.
Echo Groove, fair
We
enough.
already had a party called Echo Groove.
Yeah.
The legend was on the intro introducing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the ones that we did that I'm quite proud of.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be. I think maybe we should jump ahead just a little bit so we don't
Yeah.
take too much time.
I think historically, right, a lot of DJ-led projects haven't always been the most cohesive,
Yeah.
but your work consistently finds a way to flow and it feels very well arranged. So Echo Groove, I guess, really embodies that. So what do you think sets your own approach apart from, I guess, other DJ-led projects? Even though I know now it's just Spinall, not DJ Spinall.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Thank you. I think that I don't know if I've listened to other people to the point where I'm like, I can see the difference.
Okay.
And I'm very, very careful of what I listen to. My ears are my greatest assets. So I don't want no virus. I want to be inspired.
Yeah.
I want to be inspired, but our ears are very powerful. They peak on everything. It is now a conscious decision to accept and to delete. Do you notice that whenever you want to enjoy music, this is what I always advise my friends, try to listen to music based off time. Listen to the music that your parents were listening to when they met each other. Ask them, like, Dad, what song were you listening to around the time you met Mom? You will be surprised at the layers of instruments in that song. But also at that same time, there was other layers of instrument for another song entirely different. So listening back helps listening forward, in my opinion. Then when I make albums, I'm also making them based off my reality at the time that I'm making it. Like, I try not to be in somebody else's book. So I wouldn't say that I've listened to other DJs in terms of the music that they put out and be inspired by it. I'm inspired by music itself. It could be from an artist, it could be from anyone else. So yeah, I'll also say that I don't have a mentor here. I don't have a mentor right now. I don't have someone that I call, this is okay. I don't have a mentor.
I mean, to be fair, like, you've pushed it further than anybody else. So, like,
crazy.
it would be hard to
So-
have a mentor.
And this is not something that I say with so much joy or excitement. I say that I don't have mentors here because I want people to understand how difficult what I'm doing is.
Yeah.
You know, when you have mentors, you have blueprints. You okay, this person don't perform for Coachella. Okay, this was what he did at Coachella. Oh, this one don't meet Jay-Z. This was his experience. I don't have. It's always a first time experience for me. So I'm approaching them head on, but at the same time, approaching them with serious discipline, dedication, and making sure that this opportunity gets a hold in these people's heart, so that they can come back to the game of where I'm from and say, okay, maybe in 2050, okay, we need some. Who's the
new guy?
Yeah. So I'm always trying to make sure that when I go to these platforms, I deliver to the best of my ability.
Yeah.
And if I know I can't deliver, I don't accept the gig.
Fair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fair. Is that something that still happens though? Like,
yeah,
really?
Definitely.
Like you feel like you can't deliver.
Right now, I'm supposed to be in Miami. I can't do it because I'm here doing promo.
Fair. So it's because you're stretched, not because of your ability.
Ability don't solid now.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to
Ability is solid. It's almost like you have the experience to know what to do in whatever room you find yourself.
It's more logistics.
It's more logistics, you know.
Fair enough.
I was supposed to perform at New York Fashion Week.
Damn.
Can't do it.
God help me. I have the ability to turn down New York Fashion Week.
It's crazy.
But yeah. Let me keep moving with the album. Another thing that I want to talk about is you have a knack for bringing together unexpected, collaborations.
Thank you.
I think Summer Walker, Buju Banton, for example, is something I'd have never seen coming.
Yeah,
on my piano. We could probably get into that later.
Yeah.
But how much of that comes from wanting to like flip expectations in their head versus like the music simply speaking? Because that's something you talk about a lot. Where the music speaks to you.
I think that all of the big dogs and the big ladies and all the legends that are on my project, they came on it intentionally.
Okay.
Yes, they didn't come on it by begging them or, like, oh, help me. No. They came on it by choice.
Yeah.
In fact, the song with Olamide, T.I. did the verses twice. That's, to me, not because he wasn't sure with what he did first, but because he wants. When you are painting and you have painted, the house is fine, but a real dope ass painter will like, you know what, I'm gonna record this, and for someone that great and that legendary to do that is what legends are made of.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what separates them.
So I think if they don't want to do it, they won't do it. The song with Buju Banton on the other hand too, I didn't go to Jamaica to work with Buju Banton. I went to Jamaica for a vacation.
Yeah.
And in fact, therapist told us to not go there with laptop.
Are you serious?
He said it was my first vacation ever. I've never taken a vacation ever.
What year is this?
This was last year.
Are you serious?
Yes, this was last year. It was my first vacation, like DJ work, rest. I want to take a vacation. All through my life, 6 albums, no vacation.
Wow.
Were you just on the beach still scratching with your hand?
Bro. I got on our way to the airport. I saw the convoy leading. I'm like, driver, turn back, go and carry laptop.
Are you serious?
How can you not go with laptop down? Come on. Like, don't worry. We won't do it. Don't worry, we won't DJ. We won't do DJ. Don't worry, just bring the laptop,
crazy.
And bring the hard drive over. Small. We had another luggage of studio equipment. But yeah. So we were there, vacation was going, some of my high school friends flew in. Yes, what,
Yeah, vibes.
Somebody on the label front had told someone that, hey, Spinall is in Jamaica for vacation, but check with your guys if you want to just meet.
Yeah.
Then I think we got. Then we started the session. I did Cranium. I was in the studio with Ding Dong. I was in the studio with one of their legendary bassists, Ari. It was crazy. The sessions was now full on. All my friends that flew in, they were planning dinner, buying cake, doing all kinds. And I never made it to anyone.
Wow.
It was full on sessions. We got to the Buju Banton session. He gave us 5 verses.
Wow.
Bro, 5 verses.
I said pick from them.
5 verses on one of my instrumental. We had sent him 5.
Oh, okay, fair.
And he asked me, which one of these 5 is your favorite? And I picked the one we did that's out
Yeah,
now.
yeah, struggle.
Yeah.
And he told me that was the one he recorded to. So he played 5 verses.
Wow.
So there was no space for anyone else on that song because the song was already 5 minutes 49 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I know nobody from Nigeria wants to listen to that. But at the same time, I wasn't just thinking about Nigeria. I was also thinking about people that love music from all over the world.
Yeah.
So I reached out to Jazz Carey's amazing songwriter from the UK, artist,
Very dope, babe.
talent, babe, you know.
Yeah.
And I gave her the idea, like, look, the legend has given me these vocals, but I want to bring the female element into it, you know. And she got it, and she caught the verse, reached out to Summer, caught the verse.
She reached out to Summer.
No, I did.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Myself and Summer were signed to the same management company.
Love Renaissance?
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
How do you know she could deliver?
Yeah, because I would never
Yeah.
think of Summer Walker on that.
so
Yeah.
listen to
Good one, Danny.
CPR.
Yeah.
Listen to Summer Walker.
I know
on
CPR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Homework.
Now, when you're listening, take out the beat, listen to the voice, and put a reggae beat under that. What you will have is this song.
Fair. So it was the tone. Her tone was just, you're like, this is a tone now.
So sometimes when I'm listening to an artist, I'm listening to what they've done, great. But as a DJ, what I do is it's like I could play you a Shake song on Bruno Mars beats and you would dance.
Yeah.
So I can hear how it will also sound on the left or on the right.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's difficult, so I just leave it alone.
Fair enough.
As the originals. But that was what I heard. It was CPR that I heard that I knew that she was able
Fair.
to kill it.
Fair. So just one more question before we're going to take a quick fire round. And this one is, I feel like I've been dying to ask you this one for years.
Okay.
You kind of made like a kind of like, I would say out of character video.
Yeah.
I don't know what year it was. I forget, maybe like 2019.
Yeah.
To Kiss Daniel's FU challenge that he was doing at that time. And it went crazy. People were saying all sorts.
Yeah.
And I just always wondered, what was your
happened?
what's your thought process? Like, did you expect the reaction that he got as well? Did you plan it like that?
We planned it.
Fair.
Oh,
It
fair.
was well scripted.
Fair
It was
enough.
well scripted. Kiss Daniel had come to the house a day before, and he was like, "Oh, there's this challenge going on, and you know, he wants to take it big. He wants, you know." And I'm like, "You know what? Yeah, let's give it a shot." You know.
So it was planned with Kiss.
Yeah, he
Man.
knew. He knew. He was the one that posted it.
Fair. Fair,
posted
true,
it.
true.
He posted it, and I think also, Kiss is one of the people that I think sonically right. He is incredibly gifted.
Yes.
This was after we had made Baba.
Yeah.
He is incredibly gifted. Even when I play back his old songs, I'm sending it to him like, dude, don't forget though, you made this.
Yeah.
Just last week I was sending him something on, I think I was sending him a video of Good Time. There's a song called
I
Good
know.
Time. And I was, bro, and I'm like, the way those vocals were layered.
Yeah,
at
no,
the
he's-
beginning.
yeah.
So me and him we have a very funny, good relationship.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So we're going to quick fire questions.
questions. So let's start. You're playing a crowd in a distant country. Let's say Slovakia, for example, and the crowd isn't very familiar with Afrobeats, but you want to bring them in.
Yeah.
What's are 5 must-play Afrobeats songs they must hear? For the day caveats, you can only say your own songs. One of your own songs?
One of your songs.
One
your
of my songs.
Yeah.
Just
That's easy now.
No, but you have to give us 5 essential songs, but you can only say one of yours. I don't want you to say 5 Spinall songs.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
One of the songs that I'll play somewhere unusual for Afrobeat would definitely be one called
Okay.
because of the chords.
Of course.
Okay.
I feel like no matter how hardcore you are, you can't run from chords.
Yeah, yeah. They
So
will
I'll
touch
play
you
that
out.
for sure. The next song I'll play would definitely be Ojo Elegba by Wiz.
Okay.
I feel like
Classic, yeah.
it's one of Afrobeat's national anthem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another song from home, right, or all over the world.
Afrobeats.
from-
Afrobeats.
yeah.
From home that I will play. I'll play Rema Calm Down.
Okay.
I'll also play I'll play Bona Last Last.
Okay.
I'll play From home, Abby.
Yeah. Afrobeats.
2025. How many songs have I mentioned?
Four.
You got 4 now.
Four.
You
Okay,
have
one more
left.
song.
Yeah.
Spinall get bangers. So I can't make. Okay.
I'm curious to hear, even if let's let him have
Yeah, sure.
Wait.
Answer of yours.
I'll play Palazzo because energy is always insane.
True.
Fair.
But if I'm not playing Palazzo, it also depends on what time am I playing.
9
But-
p.m. end of the night. You're the headliner.
End of the night.
9 p.m. is not headline.
Sorry. I don't DJ. I don't know.
Okay, closing out, I'll definitely play Ashake and Saz song. Oh yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
Fire.
yeah.
Fire. That's a banger.
I'll play that for sure.
That's a banger. All right.
Okay, next question. Who would you say are the DJs on your current Mount Rushmore?
Like the DJs I'm looking out to right now that I'm.
No, like,
Yeah, like your-
all-time 4
Yeah.
greatest DJs for you.
Yeah.
Oh. All time 4 greatest.
And doesn't have to be just
Outside of
Afrobeats,
you,
yeah.
outside you're not allowed to. Yes,
Yes, count it yourself.
We know you're there, but you
Okay.
can't put yourself.
Number 1 DJ, Top Boy. Number 2, The Cat. Number 3. Okay, jokes aside. Outside of myself, that I look at them and I see that.
Okay.
The DJs, I'll say DJ Jimmy Jat. There's a DJ called DJ S. Chris. I want people to go do some research.
Okay.
There's a DJ called Andre Power. There's a DJ called, of course, Black Coffee. Black Coffee from South Africa. And one other person. Maybe Chase B.
Chase B. You're giving me homework. I don't think I know Chase B.
Isn't
Bro, I know
that, isn't
DJs.
that Travis Scott?
Yes.
DJ? Yes.
Ah,
Yeah. That's
interesting.
Travis Scott.
Great guy, great dude. One more person.
Yeah, let's do that.
All over the world. I feel like I don't want to go so far and
Okay.
so deep, but it's a lot of DJs,
Yeah.
It's a lot of amazing DJs. I'll pick Copy.
Copy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. Shout
Yeah.
out to
Me
Copy.
too.
I'll pick
Yeah, I
I'll pick
wasn't
Copy.
expecting.
I'll pick Copy because at the time she started and what she was trying to do was such a big move. And I respect that for females. I think a lot of females have embodied our work and they've been inspired by our work,
Oh, def.
whether they accept it or not. But Copy stood at a very important career moment for DJs, especially female DJs in Nigeria and probably all over Africa. And I think regardless of people's opinion, I haven't been someone that she came to me at some point that she wants to learn how to DJ, and I will never forget that. And I think that she was already famous, but still trying to work on herself is very commendable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So now we're just going to do a couple. Well, we usually have a segment on this podcast where we have producers. Sorry, either producers or artists or just whoever we come build like a dream version of whatever that identity is. So in this scenario, we're going to have you build your dream DJ
Yeah.
with a couple categories.
Yeah.
The first category is personality and charisma. Who would you put as that?
DJ with personality and charisma.
Yes.
Yep.
Personality and charisma. Jimmy Jad has a great personality.
Okay.
Okay.
Charisma. Copy has great charisma.
Okay.
Okay, cool. What about style/fashion sense?
I'm sorry, I don't see nobody.
Ah, so it has to be you.
Has to be you.
No, like not just that, but I see my fashion part, the fashion side of me is not the DJ Spinall music. It's a whole different guy. Yeah, I'm not about to be liked just the way everybody likes Spinall. No. I'm ruthless with my fashion. So if you want to be in my book of fashion, it must really be fashion.
That's fine. Spinall's
I don't
fine.
see. I'm sorry. I don't see.
That's fine.
I don't
That's
see that.
perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Range and versatility. So, but that's one thing. So let's say range. Let's say range.
Range. Range, DJ Neptune.
Okay.
Yes, he has a lot of experience from the radio. He's been around and great DJ.
Okay.
Range, what's the other one?
No, the range and versatility together. We'll just put those together.
Yeah.
Range and versatility. Versatile DJ. That's me. You're talking about me.
Fair.
I play
Spinall.
Jay-Z.
Spinall.
Guys, like, it's not even bragging. It's almost like I'm really confident when I play too. I'm not playing for applause.
Yeah.
There are DJs that play so that everybody can clap. I'm schooling you and you're dancing and you want to know what song I'm playing. Like, I'm getting you involved. I'm remaking songs. You will hear like an Asha song, but you hear it differently.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm versatile as fuck. Unfortunately, I don't see anyone more versatile than I am.
I love it.
Okay, what
With
about
no disrespect
Nah.
to
of
anyone
course, of
else.
course.
None
you know.
intended.
I'm just that guy.
what about crowd control?
Crowd control that I've seen from other DJs, I would say Major Lazer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Major Lazer, because I've seen some of their works, and the control is insane. Also, remember, Major Lazer it's like there are 4 guys.
Yeah.
You know, Diplo, Ape Drums, and all the other legends that are part of it. So they are able to structure. Another person that I will pick for crowd control would be Rudimental. My guys, Rudimental, they're quite clear on, you know, getting the kind of parties that they also do.
Are these the electronic guys?
Yes,
Okay.
it's way they're open format, but it's way more electronic than what we are doing. And remember, this DJing thing we're doing is very new here.
Yeah.
You know, it might have looked like, it started long ago, but it's relatively new. DJs don't get no support here. DJs don't get respected here. DJs don't get paid right. Most people just try to use the DJ to get whatever they want done.
Yeah.
But I'm kicking all that rubbish door out of the way. So, and that's the goal of what we are trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then final one, technical skills. So scratching, mixing, beat matching, transitions, timing.
That's Spinall.
All right.
That's Spinall.
All right.
It's like the boy is too good. The more I talk about it, it looks like he's just calling himself, but it's the fact. Sometimes you can't, the works is right there. I think that scratching is a lost art that, you know, people didn't really get to really understand that world. It's a total different school. It's a totally different class. This is DJ Orezi, is one of our DJs at in the Cap Music, and he's been with us for 2 years, and we've not even touched any class on scratch.
Oh wow.
Yes, what we've been working on is crowd control, beat matching. What we've been working on is like research, music research. A lot of DJs don't do music research.
Yeah.
Like when I'm calling Uncle Sunday, like, hey, this fella's song, what year was this released? It's because I'm trying to get at something. It's like governors book me, important people all over the world book me. These guys are way older than me. I can't just pull up trying to play modern day music alone.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put people through their time and find the songs that works for the purpose that you're there for. So
awesome. Awesome.
So I'll say scratching, I scratch, I beat match, I do it a lot. The videos are right there. And if you should listen to the mixtape I did probably I think 11 years ago. It's called 60 Minutes with Jay-Z. It was me playing like Jay-Z's, some of his best works.
That's what he heard I booked you now.
Maybe that's what it is. Do you understand? So, and it's still out there on SoundCloud.
Okay, I'll
And
check that out.
All of these elements of DJing, I think I performed them in that project.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, Spinall, thank you so much.
Thank you,
We've
man.
come to the end of the interview. You will not believe how many more questions I still have for you.
Yes, we'll do part 2.
There'll be part two. But thank you so much for spending
of
time with us, taking your
Of
time
course.
out. We got to meet members of your
course.
team as well. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
And thank you to you guys for getting to the end of another episode. It's been super fun. Per usual, if you're trying to get in contact, you know where to do it at With an S-Pod on Instagram, on Twitter, or you can use the hashtag With an S-Pod, and we will respond to you. But from me, Deji,
And from me, Dami.
and from
Spinall, thank you so much.
Thank
Peace.
you.
Peace,
have a good one.
Bye.
I really enjoyed this, guys.
Oh, thank you.